Kefalak, how are you? Ayos ah. Oh, may duty.
Ayos lang, kumusta, Je?
What's up, brother?
Ayos lang. From night.
Pag night ka?
Nag-stop over ako sa ano. Meron pa akong remaining for 50 minutes to home. Kailangan magkape. Antok pa.
Je,
Ang
from
hirap.
hospital to your house, ilang oras pala yan?
Pag walang traffic, 1 hour. Pag may traffic, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Minsan 1 hour and 30 minutes. Pero ano lang, expressway, kaya mabilis.
Hindi talaga yung routine mo, no? Every day?
Hindi naman
I mean, not every day, but every duty ba?
Kayo, Paps, kayo.
It's 20 minutes
20 minutes
drive to the hospital from our current place. Yes.
Yes.
Oo.
Nag-rent kami ng bahay. 3 kami sa isang bahay. So, ayun. So, residential area siya. So, talaga, parang komportable after a tiring or exhausting shift. Makapagpahinga kami.
Minintay niyo yung address, states nyo dati?
Oo, kasi ako currently from Toledo, Ohio. So, nandun pa rin yung address ko. So, dito lang yung because nag-start ako ng travel. So, kailangan kong i-keep yung address, permanent address.
Ako naman, Central New York, Cooperstown. So, parang 2 hours and 40 minutes drive galing dito. So, umuwi kami. Siguro mga twice a month. Yung isa kasama ko si Razmel din, taga doon din. Isa kasama namin dito as a traveler.
Binabayaran nyo yun? Wala na?
Yes.
Binabayaran pa, yun yung namin, primary address, doon kami umuwi. So, need talaga yun. Alam mo na, IRS.
Right now, siya, vacant siya, no? Vacant. Vacant siya, hello. Wala nakatira.
Wala nakatira, pero yung mga gamit mo, nandun pa rin. So, during off days, umuwi yun kung may gusto kang kunin ng mga gamit or like just gusto mo lang makapahinga, then meet your friends in that state, or that place.
Check the mailbox.
Check the mailbox for sure because that's your permanent address.
Yes, so actually, sinet up ko kayo, interview ito.
Yun pala yun.
Hi guys, ni-record ko. So, alam nyo na, aspiring.
Akala ko tumawag ka lang just to,
So, this is a setup. Hello guys, naka-record na. So, ipopost ko to sa Facebook and YouTube. So, guys, this is my friend Lester and Alan. So,
Hey, madam people.
Okay, they're a traveler nurse silang dalawa. We work together in Saudi Arabia. Actually, they are decorated mga decorated nurses to. They're on the top of their practice. Magagaling mga nurses to. They're just to you first. Sa Lester Pakingan, CCRN, marami siyang na-achieve. Nung sa Saudi pa, siya yung charge nurse namin sa Rapid Response. Naging charge nurse din siya sa ICU. He's one of a kind. Okay, marami akong natutunan dito kay Lester and now he's a traveler nurse. Then on the left or right ba? Right side is Alan Zambrano. Ito, friend ko rin to. CCRN, Achiever,
CMC.
My consultant nung nasa Saudi pa kami kasi every time na meron ako itatanong, I'm calling my consultant Alan. And Lester, I'm calling him naman na siya yung anong tawag dyan, yung the peacemaker. Ayos, di ba?
Peacemaker, no? Democratic warrior. Democratic warrior.
So, Paps, mainly, net up ko kayo kasi merong nagtatanong kung paano maging traveler. So, sabi ko, kayo ang right person to ask. So, I will ask first, Alan Zambrano. So, yun. Basta, yun, kung first, I would like to ask kung marami nagtatanong, quick and concise answer lang, paano maging travel nurse? Anong steps at requirements para maging staff, para maging travel?
Ayos pala to. Akala namin tumawag ka lang just to, catching up, but it's it's an answering question.
Ambush,
Uh,
interview.
ambush.
Ito?
Ambush action questions,
Yes.
session.
Pwede mo i-share sa mga kokonti kong viewers and followers kung paano maging travel nurse, anong step at requirements, paano ka, ano mo na lang yung experience mo, paano ka naging travel nurse?
Isa napaka-seryosong tanong. But I guess kasi this is like my first assignment, kaya hindi pa ako ganun katagal, pero I've been here in the US for more than a year, almost 2 years na. So I decided to try traveling, being a traveler, kasi nga naengganyo rin ako ni Lester. Yan, kasi di ba we've been working sa Saudi for a long time, and then ganyan-ganyan. Pero as a bed staff nurse, because sa Toledo man ako, I'm originally working in my permanent address in Ohio, Toledo. I've been assigned there after my job in Saudi Arabia. So I worked there for 1.5 year. Then I decided, now what if try being a traveler here in New York. So first step, syempre you need to endorse your license first, kasi you will not get any assignment, you will not apply to any agency kung wala kang license kung saan yung prospect or target state mo na mag-work.
Right,
So
right.
nag-endorse ako sa New York. It's a long, exhausting because of the delays, pero for sure yung mga may iba dyan na may mga lisensya na sa New York, alam yun na yun. So once I got my license sa New York, nag-reach out na ako kay Les for like a travel assignment, kasi medyo na-establish na siya dito. Medyo matagal na rin siya nagta-travel. So ni-refer niya ako, in-endorse niya ako to an agency, an agent, nag-reach out sa akin. And then meron din kaming friend dito, si Razmel. Matagal na rin siya nagta-travel, so doon kami nag-apply sa unit niya. So
Oh,
in one point my edge doon, kasi she's already working there, so ni-refer na lang niya kami to the manager. We applied the resume and we got an interview at nakapasa naman. Kaya ayun. So yun lang. That's the process. Just like para ka lang nag-apply ng trabaho, but in my case, I got some friends na nandito na sa New York. So siya masyado naging mahirap sa transition ko, because I got those people to depend on. Mga ganun.
I mean, may nag-refer and may nag-guide. Okay. So that's
Yes.
one of the way to be a traveler. Okay. Next question. So since you've been to stopping and now you are a traveler, maybe they would like to know, worth it ba maging travel nurse?
So for a person na hindi pa ganun nagta-travel, I must say na napaka-worth it niya when it comes to syempre financial stability. The rate is higher than being a bedside staff nurses. And isa na rin sa mga perks na able to travel to different places, for sure. Meet different people, as long na open-minded ka lang, be professional. And for sure, sa most nurses na they've been in the profession for long time, hindi na mahirap to be placed in like a different environment at maka-encounter ng different people. Ayun lang naman ang mahirap at first, pero worth it talaga siya, kasi especially kung marami kang financial responsibility.
About, yung parang, it's not all about finances, pero alam mo yung mahahasa ka talaga because you'll be dealing with different kind of patients, different unit. Kasi ang tingin nila sa'yo as a traveler, para kang pro na ba? Alam mo yun?
So they expect
So,
they expect more from you if you're a traveler, expect that
Yeah.
they something more from you. Okay. Can you
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
can you next question that I have for you? Can you give me at least 3 good reasons to travel? But also, I would like you to like just give 3 good reasons to be a staff nurse. Kasi not all of the people naman is willing to travel, or they are not suitable to being a travel nurse, but circumstances where will allow. So we will give. Can you give a 3 good reason to be a staff nurse and a 3 good reason to be a travel nurse, or at least 2?
Yeah,
What do you,
magbibigay akong 2 reasons.
yes.
Yung bakit maganda pa rin yung staff nurse. Kasi
Okay.
bigyan natin ng credit kasi doon tayo galing, no?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, hindi ko kinu-close yung doors ko for being a staff nurse in the future kasi una, pwede kang i-sponsor ng hospital kung magpupursue ka ng CRNA or nurse practitioner. So, ano yun? Minsan, 100% they're gonna pay it. Sometimes, 50-50. Pangalawa, yung sinasabi mo lang, the camaraderie sa unit. So, may sense of familiarity ka sa patient, sa unit, at saka sa mga tao na dinideal mo everyday. So, parang madali mong makita yung comfort zone mo. Yung ganun ba?
Yeah.
So, safe kang nag-duty everyday, ganyan.
And you feel comfortable to the people around you, parang ganon.
Yun.
I agree. I think that's one of a good And then you mentioned mo kanina yung mga certification, and I think more like you have a chance to grow and climb the ladder, parang ganon. If you were on the staffing,
Yeah.
pwede ka maging charge.
Definitely. Kung nasa staffing ka, yung professional growth when it comes to yung mga promotion, mas mabilis yun kasi you started there from the first day, and then kung tumagal ka doon, if you want to pursue like continue education like masters or NP, CRNA, may mga programs kasi, especially university hospitals, they're offering like scholarship while you're working in that hospital, at the same time you're studying, so it's a win-win, lalo na kung gusto mo ano yung path na yon, i-choose yung path na yun.
Nila usually sagot nila yung ano. Sagot nila, no?
Yeah, sometimes 50-50, no?
Sometimes
80-20.
Depende sa agreement yan. 90% sa ano namin ngayon, recent hospital, 90% sagot ng hospital. Pero you have to work there pag matapos ka for 2 years as like service mo dun sa benefit na nakuha mo. You know?
Yes.
So,
kasi naging seryoso yung usapan.
But you know what, my plan in the future, kasi ganito, hindi naman talaga siya concrete plan, pero may iniisip ako na kasi nasa New York kami ngayon, iniisip namin na lumipat na ibang state, which is California, kasi maganda din yung opportunity doon being a staff nurse. So marami mga magandang talaga pros.
Yeah. That's a good.
Magandang pros. Pros, I mean. Okay.
Okay, maganda yan. At least yung mga hindi willing mag-travel, they have yung parang may engganyo sila mag-stay as a staff nurse. But okay, my next question is probably, I don't know kung masasagot nyo rin. Siyempre, as a traveler, meron tayong aayawan. So, can you answer, both of you, anong ayaw nyo sa pagiging travel nurse? Parang wala kayong ayaw, parang gusto nyo talaga travel.
Hindi naman sa ayaw, pero yun yung parang nakikita naming least desirable. Mga ganon?
Mga stressors.
Mga stressors. Siguro ganito, as a traveler kasi, yun nga sinasabi ko kanina, people look at you as a pro, as a seasoned nurse. So, in case may mga overstaff or kompleto yung ikaw yung pinakaunang option na i-pull out sa labas ng unit.
the term is seasoned nurse. Parang baga seasoned nurse, you can go any area of the hospital because you are seasoned already and like your expertise is on the top.
Exactly.
Pero depende din yun sa contract na pinirmahan mo. Like for example, ang pinirmahan ko lang is ganito, like med-surg. Pero ang available unit kung saan doon lang ipo-pull out yung staff that night is ICU. So, syempre hindi mo yun scope of service. So, depende din yun sa scope of service na na pupuntahan mo. Pwede kang mag-refuse kasi hindi safe.
Got you. Can you give other more na ayaw nyo? How about you, Taps?
Ayun na. So, yung mga main thing kasi kahit sa atin in our previous work na nag-work tayo, ayaw talaga natin napupula because we're more comfortable of our unit. Pero isa yun sa main reason. Isa rin siguro, syempre, you're gonna accept mga different assignment. So, like, adjustment, yung mga adjustment sa environment, dealing with people, and it really depends kung open-minded ka at hindi ka, alam mo yun, hindi ka masyadong sensitive. You can work well with different types of environment. Yung adjustment, transition mo sa area, tsaka rin yung siguro yung I think one of the reason din yung paglilipat mo ng mga like different state. Alam mo na, talaga namang mahirap maglipat kasi marami kang gamit and then you need to find like a good place na malapit sa hospital. Kung hindi ka familiar sa lugar, that would be really hard to look.
Yeah. At saka our contract as a travel nurse is napaka-transient lang. 8 weeks, 13 weeks at I think kung pwede kang mag 6 months. Yun lang yung contract na available sa market. Right now, we are in a 13 weeks contract, malapit nang matapos. And then 1 month before matapos yun, kailangan namin maghanap ng magandang state, magandang offer, safe environment, yung mga ganun ba. Marami kami kino-consider, hindi lang yung rate.
Marami kayo i-consider. Siyempre, you've been working ganyan, so you need also to make sure na it's safe for you, like, to transfer to that place na ganon.
Do you think ang travel nursing industry in the US is like mawawala na ba siya soon, or what we expect, anong napo-foresee natin, mawawala ba ang travel industry, travel nursing industry sa America, considering that alam niyo na sa California ngayon mas malaki ang sahod ng staff kaysa na sa I think they're trying to phase out travel nurses there. I don't know, I've heard, may narinig ako na ganun ang sabi nila, but what do you think? Just short comment about that. Para naman yung sa mga nag-i-aim ng mga is at least meron silang marinig na opinion about that. Mawawala na ba ang travel industry?
So, for me, parang siguro kung sasabihin nating mawawala, parang napaka judgment ba? Judgmental ba na mawala agad. So siguro ganito lang, parang hindi siya mawawala, pero since dumadami yung mga travel nurses, parang dumadami yung supply versus the demand, bumababa lang yung rate natin. At saka depende sa need ng healthcare industry. Like for example, nung COVID times, sobrang taas ng rate. Umaabot siya ng, shall I say, sige sabihin natin mataas, no figures.
Yeah, give a figures.
Okay, so before, during the pandemic, umaabot siya ng 10K to 13K a week, US dollars. Dahil tumataas ang mga numbers ng mga pasyente, bumababa ang mga nagtatrabaho sa traveler kasi natatakot sila, gusto lang magstay sa bahay, dumadami yung nagkakasakit. So yun, it's just about supply and demand. So siguro in the near future,
there's a possibility na less need for traveler.
Yes.
Yes, my point naman si Lester doon. But I guess man, on the other hand, parang looking in the talagang ang traveling parang traveling nurse na industry is labayl talaga siya. It focus on the supply and demand, especially like for the past years, nurses are leaving the profession, di ba?
Mhm.
Because of what happened during COVID, some nurses retiring early, so tumataas talaga rin yung demand ng nurses to different state at hindi kaya ng mga and then hospital losing nurses to, so tumataas yung demand ng traveling. Kaya I guess feeling ko hindi siya mawawala. Kung mawawala man, possibly traveling nurses will go back to bedside because of the lower rates. Possibly. Yeah. Pero it's gonna feeling ko magstay pa rin siya. Like,
Mag-stay pa rin siya.
Magstay pa rin siya. There's a lot of
Yun
things
lang,
to
parang
consider.
ano lang ng ano.
Labay lang talaga,
basta,
yes.
Ano, minsan mataas, minsan
Mm-mm.
depende sa hospital. Minsan kasi may nag-strike na mga hospital kasi hindi nagkakasundo yung ano, yung mga interest ng isa't isa, like from the staff point of view and the managerial point of view. So may nangyayaring strike at kailangan nila ng number of nurses. Wala
So,
silang ibang pagkukuhanan
fill
kundi
in.
yung ano lang, yung agency. So mataas yung rate nun kasi nasa crisis sila. They need staff ASAP. So yun.
Okay, so since you mentioned the rate, so I will go more deeply on that and maybe sensitive. If you're willing to answer, great. If you're not willing to answer, it's okay. But just at least you can give some glimpse of it. I'll ask both of you, but since Lester is the all travelers among both of you, I mean, probably he can answer more or he can give more insight about it. So okay, if you're
So,
willing,
okay.
that's good.
So guys, sa lahat ng mga curious about our rate, so
How?
ngayon, the travel industry,
Mhm.
yung New York, yung may pinaka ipagpalagay natin mataas na rate for now. Ngayon, yung rate namin, i-range lang natin kasi I was working as a traveler kasi for 1.5 year, di ba? So, may 3 months contract ako.
Depends on the season.
Ah,
Depends on the season.
yeah, depends on the season din yung ano, yung mga rates din. So, yung previous assignment ko, 3 months, tapos may 6 months din. So, paiba-iba.
Mhm.
Siguro pagpalagay natin, those 1.5 year na nagka-travel ako, ipagpalagay natin na nag-range siya ng, this is a gross calculation. So,
3 to 5.
mm,
And 3 to 5.
siguro mga gross niya
3
is
to 5.
4 to 5.
4 to 5.
4 to 5. Yeah.
45. Ayaw ko ng gross, gusto ko yung ano, yung net.
Yung net, okay, sige.
3 to
So,
4.
sige.
So, cost probably around 3 to 4.
Yeah, minus
Three.
tax at minus the insurance.
3 to 4K a
tsaka,
week.
ano pa nga yung minus
That-
natin? Insurance, tax,
Tax, insurance,
retirement.
retirement plan.
Kukunin na yan ng agency para ano na. So matitira sa'yo, yun talaga yung pinaka-net na disposable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Available at your disposal.
Available.
Between right now in your current states and current
My current state.
states
Yeah.
and experience, you're like you're looking to earn 3 to 4
So yun
per
na yung
week.
rate namin. 3 to 4 net. 3 to 4.
Okay. Yeah, so by saying that, actually the next question ko is kung meron bang, what's the big difference, may big anong pinag-iba ng salary ng staff nurse at saka travel nurse, but it's like common sense already, we know already, but can you give example of, or like an average rate of a staff nurse right now in the New York, yeah, staff nurse per week? What's the rate right now?
Siguro, sabi mo per week. Siguro rate lang per hour lang. Kasi wala na akong idea.
Ah,
Sure. But sa staffing kasi, they are earning bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks, they're
Mhm.
getting their
Salary.
their salary.
Unlike sa sa travel nurse, every week po yung salary.
We're getting weekly. So there's a big gap, right?
So rating 50, 60,
Yeah,
50 to 60 per hour.
ito. Hindi kasi depende yun sa
It really depends
newly grad
sa
or
experience,
experienced nurse.
years of
Ganon.
experience as
So yung mga entry level from the Philippines, kumikita sila ng, I mean, ang rate nila is 35 to 46
yeah, pwede. 35, 30 to 46 hour per hour.
per hour. Yeah.
$36 per hour, yes.
Yeah.
So we're looking
That's
like if we multiply it by per week, we're looking at the rate of like 2,500 gross per week, right? For the,
Yes.
yeah.
and then
Pero
minus
guys, disclaimer lang, makikita natin yung yung rate talaga ng New York doon sa prevailing wage. Makikita natin yan sa isang website. Jehan will share you about it.
yeah, take an easy
Binigyan ng assignment.
i-search na nila like anyway, it's on the net like magkano yung ano per hour ng ganitong state. So yun. So we're just giving you I just want them to know yun ang gap ng rate ng pagiging as a traveler nurse and staff nurse, but it's up to them. Marami namang pros and cons.
Yes.
Recorded in progress na daw. Okay. I need to move, man, kasi Stephanie's waiting. Kami, mag-grocery kami, but we're not yet done. Meron pa akong tanong. This is the last part. Pwede kayo magbigay ng advice to those aspiring nurses na pupunta dito sa US. So this is two part. First is yung mga nurses natin, two advice para sa mga nurses na nasa Pinas pa na gustong mag-Amerika. Second advice, this is for Lester. Anong ma-advise mo sa mga gustong mag-travel nurse? Okay? So that's the last part of this interview. Thank you so much. Naambus kayo, okay? Please, Alan, can you give, since you are the most mature in the role of being a human, and
So, ayan.
Ano ma-advise mo sa mga nurses na aspiring to go here in the USA?
Ayan. So, good questions, For sure, these are like a common advice naman talaga. So, masabi ko lang for our aspiring nurses in the Philippines na planning to come here in the US to practice their profession, just go for it. First, syempre, pass your NCLEX because that's the golden ticket. Hindi ka talaga ma-apply without the exam. And look for a good agency. I suppose may magandang rate, huwag kayong mahihiya na to ask, to negotiate. Kasi if mag-a-apply kayo doon, you will be locked in for 2 to 3 years. Kaya dapat you're comfortable with the environment and their services then. And kung saang state ang gusto niyo pumunta, i-research niyo rin yun. If it's safe, especially if you have family, the neighborhood, the environment, especially the work environment, the hospital. Yan, there's a lot of things to consider, but rest assured, everything will be put into places talaga. Basta continue lang achieving your goals. Kami dati nangarap lang kami na we're here enjoying life here in the US. So, yes, nagtatrabaho, but at the same time, we always find time to, do fun things, travel, reunite with good friends. Ayan. Kaya, yun lang.
Yeah, so I totally agree with that. Yung sinabi mo na find good agency, legit agency para maging komportable ka because I'll give an example. I'm too aggressive kasi nung nag-apply kami, actually sabay kami ni Les, napaka-aggressive ko, nag-sign up ako agad sa isang agency. Yun, naka-sign up ako, hindi na ako makawala.
Back out.
Nandito kami sa Saudi. So I ended up like signing the Not so good, not so good rate, but the agency is very nice, very good and on taking care of the staff niya. Maganda, pero yung rate lang talaga, considering na may family ako na dinala ko dito. So, kaya nangyari, nag-breach ako ng contract at nag-travel ako, pero kailangan ko magbayad ng breach of contract. So, kahit na traveler ako, kumikita ko ng medyo malaki as a staff nurse. Para rin akong staff nurse kasi may binabayaran pa. So, yun,
Yes.
dahil hindi ako nakontento sa agency, sa rate na binigay nila, kaya napunta ako sa sitwasyon na ganito. But, yeah, I agree with you. That's a good point. So,
Yeah, and
how about, can you give advice to those, planning to travel, especially yung mga bago pa lang sa US, worth ba na anong ma-advise mo sa kanila? They will pursue ang travel nursing, or what you can say?
sa lahat ng mga gusto mag-travel, especially from the Filipino community, siguro dapat 100% ready sila before they gonna sign a contract for travel, kasi hindi siya basta-basta na magde-decide ka lang within a day na gusto ko mag-travel, I need this kind of income, ganyan. So marami siyang i-consider, like if you have family na pwede mo silang iwanan, ganyan. So aside from that, anong state ang maganda, may magandang benefit, hindi lang sa rate mo, hindi lang para sa iyo, kundi sa family mo na din. Kasi kung mag-travel ka, syempre hindi mo naman pwedeng iwanan yung family mo, di ba? Dapat nandun din sila. Like you, ikaw, di ba? Nag-drive ka 1 hour away, going to work, balik ng bahay, but you still manage to go home every day or at the end of the shift, ganyan. So, kino-consider mo ang proximity mo. Pero may mga limitation ka, hindi ka pumunta sa ibang state, ganyan. Kasi nga, di ba? So,
You're right.
aside from that siguro, dapat tapusin talaga yung contract ng Pero if you feel like hindi na healthy doon, a toxic environment na, pwede ka namang gumawa ng paraan para, umalis doon sa hospital kung saan ka currently nagtatrabaho. But if you're comfortable, I could say tapusin mo na lang.
Yeah.
Then,
I think I agree on that. Like,
diba?
hindi kailangan madaliin ng pagiging travel nurse, kasi aside from you need a good experience and ready ka to to be on that position that everybody's expecting you to give something, give more. Kasi as a travel nurse ngayon, sabi nyo is dapat you're always on top of that. So like me, like I think all of us, three of us here, like nung nag-start tayo, we pretend to know things. So we fake it until we make it. Right?
I mean, not all the time, pero alam mo yun na yung That's how it is.
Okay, I have a follow-up question for you, Les, since sa lahat natin sa atin lahat nandito sa US, I consider you the most successful in terms of financially. You are good at business. You are good at investing. Kasi may mga nurses pa rin na hindi siyempre may kanya-kanya tayong di ba, gusto sa buhay and perception sa isang lugar, but may mga nurses na nagsasabi na it's not really worth it na magpunta sa US kasi sabi nila mas maganda pa rin yung ibang bansa. But do you think can you do you think it's still good for nurses to go? This is still the golden dream for nurses, or golden place to work as a nurse. Hindi ko ibig sabihin na talagang US is the best, but do you think it's still best for us nurses to work in the US in terms of financial, in terms of the opportunity, and in terms of
Retirement.
living a good balanced life? Do you think US is still the best for nurses in terms of
So,
salary, in terms of living, like that?
yeah. So, para sa
What do you
akin
think?
lang, hindi ko mako-compare yung iba, pero based on my experience, di ba nagtatrabaho na tayo sa Saudi, I mean, Middle East, which is a tax-free country, masasabi ko pa rin, kahit malaki yung tax dito sa US, mabilis mo pa rin makita yung financial freedom mo, I could say. Kung magaling ka lang or madiskarte ka lang, like for example, sa akin, sa case ko, I was working as a staff nurse for 8 months. But since para sa akin, may mga project ako na dapat kong ma-accomplish financially. So, gumawa ako ng paraan para ma-fulfill ko yung project na yon. So, I became a traveler. And siguro masasabi ko may edge pa rin siya compare sa ibang country. Yun pa rin. Yun lang. Hindi ko naman dinadiscourage yung iba na pupunta sa ibang country like Australia. They have the best opportunity. Canada, meron din. Middle East, meron din. Pero I could say para sa akin na maganda pa rin yung US. Do you concur?
Yeah, I think so galing na yan kay Les. So mga gustong pumunta dito at nadadalawang isip ang pumunta dito sa US. Not discouraging you. Hindi ko rin kayong hindi ko rin binibida yung US or sinusugarcoat, but I think opportunity-wise, US is
Marami.
still the best kasi you can easily you can easily have like a property here.
Yeah, yung foreign policy nila, napaka-open to
Napaka-
all immigrants. Yeah. Kahit ano ka pa lang, kahit resident ka pa lang dito, permanent resident, you will enjoy the benefit like what the citizen is getting, you know. Ang ano lang is hindi ka pwedeng mag-vote. Yun lang yung difference doon.
Yeah. So talagang nasa sa tao 'yan. Yung iba, may iba na nandito na hindi nila nagustuhan ng pag-stay nila dito. But I think nasa sayo 'yan, but for me, opportunity wise, I don't know if you agree. USA is a full of opportunity sa mga masisipag. So
Yep, I
Concur.
concur.
okay, guys, thank you so much for this ambush interview. I know you did not expect this, but I've been wanting to do this for so long. And all of a sudden, nung sinabi kong interview, naging seryoso kayo. Okay, so again, this is Lester and Alan, a good nurse, both of them. They are on the top of their practice. Ang expertise nila being intensive care nurses is on next level. So they have a Facebook. You can bother them, search their name, ask them anything, and I'm sure they will help. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Time.
Yes, props.
Ayos.
3, 2,
Peace out.
time.
Time. Yes.